Did y'all know that you could get cocked by a dead guy? I didn't either. At least I'm drunk enough now that I don't care that this is the shittiest hotel I've ever stayed in. I feel like a fucking hooker, prostitute, homeless, drug addict. You think you know somebody. Well, you know something, actually, I shouldn't say that because I did know her very, very well. And this is exactly the thing that I always knew that she was gonna do. I just couldn't prove it. So, in a way, you know, I guess I should be grateful because living every day wondering if today would be the day turns out was a lot worse than the day. Let me show you something. Oh, shit. Fucking Christ almighty. Hey, look, there's me. Hey, everybody. It's the most pathetic fucking loser who's ever existed. Ta-da! There's a funny story behind this plate, actually, because I'm a recovering alcoholic, although I'm not so sure how good my recovery is going today. And she got these plates from her grandmother in France. I don't know, my grandmother's in France and I got her stupid fucking French bullshit plates from France. Oh, we. We, all the way home. We, little piggy. Little piggy, little piggy. Oh, not your grandmother's plates. Oh, no, not the French plates from France. God fucking damn it. She said, I never want to see you again. Well, that's going to be a little tough when I have your purse. How do I look? Do I look good? Yeah. It's okay, you don't have to lie. God damn. What a mess you made, Dan. What a fucking mess. Show you something else. Teddy bear that I won for her at a carnival. I named him Alvin. And then she named him Barry. That should have been the first sign of trouble. My bear name wasn't good enough. Well, I think Barry should go for a little swim. How about you? How do you like that, Barry? Fucking asshole. You know what? Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Barry. I'm sorry, Barry. Oh, look at you, poor thing. Oh, Barry, sweetheart. Let's get you cleaned up. Great. Well, the good thing about staying in a cheap motel is that you know there's nothing to break because you already broke everything. Everything was already broken. Sorry, I'm not feeling very good, in case you can't tell, so I'm not a fucking poet laureate at the momento. The fuck is that? This is so great. I'm right by the highway so I can hear all these fucking homeless junkie whores. Sorry, I shouldn't be. I've been a little bit problematic. I've been using some problematic language. God damn it. YouTube's gonna take this down, I bet, just like they take everything down. I'm sorry, I just realized I haven't explained anything that's going on. I was supposed to get married. Yeah, I was supposed to get married to my fiance. But something that I didn't realize when we got together was that she had already met the love of her life, and it wasn't me. And he had died on the side of some road of a heroin overdose. Real Prince Charming, huh? But apparently, it was very tragic, sudden, although usually with those kind of people you can see it coming a mile away. The only thing that's unexpected is the fact that they made it that long. I never met this guy. He was dead long before we dated. And unfortunately, I think he had a pretty big cock. But I'm not sure. Maybe we should go to the grave site and dig him up and then bring a ruler and measure his fucking dick. I don't think he's got a gravestone. I think he probably got tossed in a dumpster. I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit negative, and I know that, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm a negative person. Maybe that's why she felt the need to cheat on me with a fucking chatbot. Yeah, not only could you get cucked by a dead guy, but you can also get cucked by a robot! So, we started dating, and everything was amazing. The only problem was I started to notice that whenever I would say things like, this is the best relationship I've ever been in, this is the happiest I've ever been, you're the best person I've ever met, I've never been more in love with somebody before you. She would always say, yeah, you're great. But she would never agree with me that I was also the best. And that's fine, I don't have to be the best. I don't care about being the best. I mean, I do a little bit, just a little, but not that much. I try to, I'm a good person. I really am. I try to be a good guy. And so that's probably why we made it as long as we did, 8 months, depending on who you ask. That was always my little joke. Depends on who you ask. When somebody says, how long you've been dating, and I'd say, well, it depends on who you ask. I thought that was funny. The idea being that, I remember that, oh, God, help me. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I don't want to lay on this blanket. It's probably dirty and has bed bugs that have AIDS. Okay, hang on a minute. Where did I put this? Forget it. Smells good in here, at least. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make light of the AIDS crisis. That was a really tragic, one of the most tragic things that's ever happened in the history of America. What was I talking about? The only bad thing about getting drunk, the only bad thing, is that you forget your problems, which is also the good thing about it. But then you have to remember your problems again, which is unfortunate. So it's hard to really define an emotional affair. It's hard to define emotional cheating because, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I know it when I see it. I can't exactly tell you what makes an emotional affair different from like a friendship, because theoretically you're not doing anything that's overtly crossing the line. Theoretically you're not doing anything that's like you're not, you're being very careful not to break any of the rules. But still there's this extra special magic sauce that is there that is breaking the rules. It's breaking the number one rule, actually, and the number one rule is so hard to put into words and so hard to define that you can get away with it for as long as you want, because you can't say, well, I know that your relationship with that person, even if it is strictly platonic, I know that it has the secret special sauce that makes it, It's like relying on the other person for emotional things that typically you would get from your partner. I don't know. And there's a lot of people who say that it doesn't even exist, that there's no such thing as an emotional affair, or that, you're just jealous, or that you're just a insecure, crazy person, which is true. I am all of those things. To be totally frank with you, I am all of those things. But I also do think that there is validity in it. I think there's validity in being upset about an emotional affair. I just wish it had been with an actual person. Then I at least probably could have saved some dignity, I don't remember when exactly I started to get suspicious. I think that it might have been... So I've been working at Verizon, which is always humiliating to tell people, because it'll be like, oh, I moved out to LA, and I'm, people will be like, how you doing in LA? And I'll be like, oh, I'm working at Verizon. And you can always see their face sort of like become judgmental, even though they're trying to pretend that they're not. They're just like, oh, you're one of those. You're a failure, which is fine, because I am a failure. 300,000 YouTube subscribers Ain't shit. This isn't 2010. I feel bad about Barry. I'm sorry, Barry. Poor guy. Where's my beer? Where's my beery? I'm sorry, I should be more careful. I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking apple juice. This is apple juice. See that? Apple juice. I got some more apple juice over there. There's my apple juice container. Apple juice. It's very special, big boy apple juice. Oh, man. So if you haven't put it together by now, turns out my girlfriend has been, I would come home from Verizon and I would hear her in the other room talking to somebody on the phone that it sounded like. And so I would hear like from the other room. And then a pause for a response, And I'm usually pretty good at being able to tell like who someone's talking to based on just overhearing their phone call. But this one really had me stumped. I really couldn't figure it out at all, and so I was like, What's the direction? That's good stuff. Oh yeah. Ripped to shreds, just like the shreds of my life. Anyway, this video is fucking boring. Sorry, the worst night of my life is fucking boring. Basically, my girlfriend was feeding her ex-boyfriend who's dead his message history into Chat GPT, and then he was responding to her. The chatbot was responding as the ex-boyfriend. And I found out because I had been snooping for a long time. I was just waiting for, you sort of have to wait to tell the other person until glad I wrote that down. You sort of have to wait when you snoop to find something that is actually going to be worth, justify the decision to snoop when you tell the other person, That doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what? I don't know. Fuck you. Fuck all you people. I'm done. Done with all this fucking horse shit. Maybe this is what I deserve. Maybe this is what I fucking deserve. This is what I fucking deserve. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, yep. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. It's the sun. It's the sun. The bright and beautiful sun. Oh, don't stare directly at the sun. That'll be bad. Y'all shoot your eye out. Y'all shoot your eye out. It's a Christmas story. It's from a Christmas story. Oh, fuck. I never want to get up. Oh, I'm not going to get up. I'm not going to get up. I don't want to get up. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Who's that? Somebody's... Hello?